This month, we're inviting you into Danny Michel and the Banking Players' Private Paradise.
I was there at the station when the colors come back.
Danny, this is a brand new album, the 10th one.
Yeah.
And you went all out because you actually left the country to get that one done. Where'd you go?
I did it in Belize, Central America. Just because, I don't know, as a musician, I'm always, it's about the adventure and getting out of my comfort zone. I always feel like if I'm in my comfort zone, then I don't know, I need to challenge myself more.
Did you have anything pre-planned? Did you have songs written? Did you kind of know where you were headed?
No, I did everything opposite of I would normally do. I went there with no songs written. I didn't even take a guitar. I took nothing, and I went there pre-arranged to meet up with some people to work with, and just walked in the studio and said, "Okay, what do you want to do? What should we do? Where do we start?"
What about the musicians you chose to work with there?
The band there's a band from Belize called the Garifuna Collective, and there's also a studio there called Stone Tree, and a record label which is run by a guy named Yvon Duran. Just contacted him and said, would you consider making a record with me? And sent him a bunch of links about what I do and who I am, and he said, yeah. So I went down, and so my band is the members of the Garifuna Collective, which we are a new band called Danny Michel and the Banking Players.
So Danny, you knew by taking on this adventure that your entire process was going to be modified, and you were absolutely okay with this. No apprehension whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole point of it. It was about the adventure. It was about and being a part of the culture and everything. I mean, I could have flown across the country to the place I needed to go to easier, but I took the bus that's on the cover of the record. And that's a 4-hour ride, without a stop, and that stops at every single school and everything. And it was that to me, it was about that. It was about being a part of the community.
And the entire rhythm of this album is very different from what you've done before. The percussion, it seems extremely intimate.
Well, the instruments, a lot of the instruments are things that, our culture doesn't have in music. The Garifuna drums, which are the segunda and primero, are, they're kind of our kick and snare drum. And then there's all kinds of wacky instruments. There's a donkey jawbone. They use the jawbone of a donkey to go. They run his teeth, and turtle shells, like real turtle shells, and there's all kinds of amazing little parts of skeletons and stuff all over the record. So it's pretty great.
Was this a life-changing experience for you?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, the way they record music and the way they do things is so unlike the way we do it. It was such an amazing lesson, an eye-opener, even about just technical, about recording things and stuff. I mean, they're not as fortunate to have as much fancy equipment as we have, right? Fancy guitars and stuff. So but their secret weapon is like love. And I'm serious when I say that. I mean, when you don't have a whole bunch of fancy equipment to make something sound good and to fix it, the only thing you can do is put your heart into it more and play better.
After the 10th album, what do you want to do different when you get it out there to people?
Well, I don't know if I want to do so much anything different, but what I would like to do is, offer people a different styles of music to listen to.
Blackbirds Are Dancing Over Me by Danny Michel and the Banking Players is available now. For more info, visit SiriusXM.ca.